Kimberley, I know you just sat down with Josh Allen. Tell me this, do you trust him to lead the Bills to a Super Bowl?
1,000%. And I think that's why. Stephen, you okay?
I'm good. I'm good.
Your collar suffocate, you good? Okay, just want to make sure. That's why I get so frustrated watching him, because this is a guy that I've covered. This is a guy that I sat down with. And when we sat down for that Monday Night Countdown feature, he talked about how coming off of last year, he had to turn the ball over less, protect the football. You know, the mantra for the Bills this year is not do your job, it's do more. And how they've been having uncomfortable conversations as locker room leaders and taking self-accountability and holding each other accountable. That's why it's so frustrating. Anything I say negative about Josh's play is strictly just watching a guy who is too talented and too smart to make these bad decisions. But make no mistake about it, this kid is top 3, top 4 quarterback in the NFL. Of course you can win a Super Bowl with him. And to think anything less would be more reckless than anything Josh Allen has ever done on the football field.
Well, see, to me, I think the disappointment in your soliloquy right there is that, you know, you are a highly reputable journalist that has covered the NFL for quite some time.
It's coming.
And no, I'm very disappointed in your answer. I already said that. You don't have to wait for that. I said it. and here's the reason why. Because the question is, do you trust him? It's not a matter of, we know that Josh Allen has the talent to win a Super Bowl, y'all. That's not a question mark. I'm a fan of Josh Allen. I think he's a big-time player. The question is, should I trust that he's going to do that as it pertains to this season? I don't trust him. I saw a guy throw 14 interceptions last year. I saw a guy that completed 63% of his passes, not 73, 63% of his passes. I'm talking about a guy that finished with a 73 QBR. I saw a guy that had his wide receiver, knowing he's the man, his wide receiver so demonstrative on the sideline with utter disgust by his performance. I saw a guy that carried that into the offseason in Stephon Diggs, so much so that he walked into training camp months later. This isn't like the next day, Dan. This is months later, Kimberley, Dan. Months later, he's still disgusted. Now think about that, because you played the quarterback position. Let's be real here, Dan. If you got a receiver that months after the fact is looking at you salty, that's a problem. Because to carry that with you the entire offseason, there's something that's missing when it comes to him and you. And I don't think that could be ignored. And I think that, and listen, when I reported weeks ago that Stephon Diggs, you know, respectfully to his, you know, he denied, I don't give a damn. I said what I said when I talked about how he wanted out, but he wasn't going to demand a trade or anything, but he feels he's frustrated because he feels like the Bills have missed their window of opportunity. That's what we're talking about here, because it's not just about Josh Allen and Josh Allen's talent. It's about Tua. He's ascended. Did you say that? He's getting better and better. He looks absolutely terrific. You see the weapons that he has, right? We thought Aaron Rodgers could be. Before Aaron Rodgers got hurt, we knew he was in the division, right? You got Joe Burrow, AFC Championship game last year, Super Bowl the year before. He ain't going nowhere. Lamar Jackson just got his bag. And Odell Beckham Jr. was picked up, drafted Zay Flowers, all of this other stuff. You got that going on, right? Yeah. Deshaun Watson and them brothers in Cleveland, there's nothing to sneeze at, right? Trevor Lawrence now got Calvin Ridley, and they won a playoff after being down 27-0 to the Chargers without Calvin Ridley. We look at Patrick Mahomes, you're looking at Justin Herbert, and you're just saying, wait a minute, you got to go through that road in order to get to the Super Bowl. And when we talk about trust, let's be clear. I trust Tua more than Josh Allen right now. I trust Herbert more than Josh Allen right now. I trust Mahomes more than Josh Allen right now, and I damn sure trust Joe Burrow more than I trust Josh Allen right now. It's 4 quarterbacks legitimately, that you can say you trust more than Josh Allen.
Before you eviscerate him, I just want to know, who's the reason we think Buffalo can win a Super Bowl?
Josh Allen.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
That was a great question. I have so much. So
much.
Take your time. I've got
you got Dan taking off the glasses. Oh my gosh.
I want to have an honest question here with you. Not disputing anything you said about Steph. Did you watch him on the sidelines with Josh on Monday night?
And what he was doing?
I did not. I was in the suite. I was in the suite.
You know what?
I was in the suite.
Don't let him do it. Just
honestly
run him over.
Honestly, guys, honest truth. I was in the suite hanging with Justin Timberlake. To answer your
Is
question.
NSYNC getting back together?
Huh? Say what?
Is NSYNC getting back together?
I didn't ask that question. We were busy rapping about the Jazz. We were talking.
I
Bye,
need,
bye, bye.
I need
I
to know that.
did
All right.
just-
All right. Now, honest question.
It's true.
If that's what a player looks like that wants to get out or feels like their window is closed,
But tell him what he missed, because what you didn't
Steph is
see
there,
was Steph talking to
with
Josh.
them, hands on his shoulders. I got you. I got your back. Be smart. If their relationship is fractured, it doesn't look like it to us.
I didn't say it was. I said in terms of Monday night. I talked about last year,
Right,
AFC
and you
Championship
said-
game in the offseason coming in. Training.
And I'm not
That's all
disputing
I
that.
said.
I'm
That's
just
all
saying-
I said.
but-
You added game one. I didn't say that.
But that has to matter. We're talking
But
about
we're talking
game one.
about
We're
game
talking
one.
about last year right now.
How did he look at game one? Did he throw 3 interceptions?
That's my
Did
point.
he throw 3 interceptions?
No.
Did he have to get sacked 5 times?
No. My point is this. Steph does not look to us that are watching the game and that he is upset with the quarterback play. He looks frustrated that they lose and whatnot, but it doesn't look like that. I want to make sure. I love Tua Tagovailoa. I don't think anyone has championed him more since he came into the NFL than me. You trust Tua to take the Dolphins to the Super Bowl more than Josh Allen and the Bills?
Right now.
Is that what I heard correctly?
Right now.
After 1 week,
And you trust Justin Herbert?
Right now.
sir.
Right now. I trust that they will play better
That-
than Josh Allen.
That,
No, that's not
that's
the
not
question, Stephen
That
A.
is not the
You're
question.
walking
Yes.
you're like this today.
No.
The question, and
You should have
stated
seen him
this.
walk out of the
Hilarious.
tunnel.
You
He's
stated
older.
it.
Hilarious. Right.
Justin Herbert gave
I would
up
say
a 27-0
that is fair.
league in
That is fair. I do not trust Justin Herbert more than I trust Josh Allen to take them to a Super Bowl this year. But do I trust Tua? Yes.
You trust 3 quarterbacks in the AFC more than Josh Allen? Patrick, Tua, and Joe Burrow?
Yes.
And Joe Burrow.
Yes.
And
Emphatically yes.
okay, I don't all disagree with Joe and Patrick, but Joe also stunk in week 1 as well. And Joe didn't play football for 10 months, and so that's why I don't think it's a thing. Up until last year, Josh Allen was an absolute demon in the playoffs. A demon. In 2021, we saw one of the greatest quarterback performances in the playoffs ever.
You watched?
Going up until last year, in the playoffs, he had thrown for 14 touchdowns
But
in one
going
pick.
up until last year.
But wait,
well, damn it, Dan
so
Orlovsky,
how come-
you weren't capable of wearing that suit 2 years ago. Things changed.
No, I wasn't.
Well, yeah, you wasn't.
How come?
He didn't play well.
No. This is one of my issues with everybody that's in a little bit of our industry.
Okay.
We get so focused on the 10% and lose sight of the 90%.
Yeah.
90% of Josh Allen's career, he's been unfreaking
God.
believable in the
He's
playoffs.
the reason.
He wasn't last year.
Right, okay.
And the same
I'ma
about
stand
Dak
up now.
Prescott.
I'm going to stand up right now because, see, here you ticking me off. Here's the deal.
No, it's a real thing.
No.
Okay,
Y'all
are we
wanna be
just
real-
all- are we just all
Don't you do
standing?
it. Sit
Are we
down.
just
Don't you, you're too short for that. Stop that. Sit on the chair. Okay, here's the point that I'm trying to make to you. I get to look at your performance in the postseason last year. I get to take into account the level of competition that you have going up against you as we move forward, as we're projecting this upcoming season. Nobody's saying that Josh Allen's not a star. Nobody's saying that he can't play. But compared to his contemporaries, a few of them in the AFC, I think based on his level of production recently, I think he could be had.
Stephen A.
No, you get emotional because you act like that means somebody is saying Josh Allen can't play, he's not a star, he's
In
a loser.
regards to the context of the question, it
Nobody say
is.
that. But at the end of the day, if I think that you might make a crucial turnover, if I think that you might have a particular Sunday where you may wet the bed because you just ain't on your game for whatever reason, I get to sit up there and look at the competition, a Burrow, a Mahomes, a Tua throwing a
going?
Tyreek Hill and a Jalen
I
Waddle
have
and
sat
say,
here
nah,
100
what's wrong with
times
that?
and
What's
heard
wrong
you,
with that?
who literally are the best in the world at what you do, say, can you win a playoff game first? Can you win a playoff game? How can you then say that you trust Tua more
A guy who's
than
been
Josh
to the
Allen?
AFC Championship game.
Okay.
And
my-
was the,
Hold on, you gonna talk or do I answer? Because he's throwing the Tyreek Hill. And that brother, he's won a playoff game. A few, along with a Super Bowl.
So is
I think
Stephon
he's-
Diggs.
Excuse me? What Stephon Diggs do? Compared to Tyreek Hill?
but I didn't say he's the same player.
All right, no,
He's won a playoff game.
No. Stephon Diggs is the truth. But Tyreek Hill is something otherworldly. And I believe with him and Waddle, Tua throwing them the football, I think that gives them a better
First of
chance
all,
than Buffalo, and I
you
trust
didn't
them.
even have-
I trust. Answer the question. I trust Tua to take them
You didn't even
before
pick
Buffalo.
the Dolphins to win the AFC East. So
Excuse me.
please don't come and
I
say.
picked Aaron Rodgers and the Jets.
Yeah,
That's what I did. That's what I did.
That's fair.
That's what I did.
I just
but you gonna leave that out, right?
I think the stuff that has been said about Josh over the last 3 days is absolutely ludicrous. He 100% needs to fix what his.
He got to show up.
Yes, but that's
Steve,
a different
but
question
can he?
than can he be trusted to
Yes,
the Super
but that
Bowl?
doesn't mean the other dudes can't.
We're right
Are
here.
you saying that Tua can't take him to the Super Bowl? Are you saying that Joe Burrow or Patrick?
No.
You're not saying Patrick. All right, then. I got two ahead of them.
All right, then this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
So why should I trust him if I got three people that I think can take him to the Super Bowl?
Do not let you. I'm not going to let you
With your little
from
suit.
now on say, can he win a playoff game before we say X about him? I'm not going to let that get said anymore.
Tell me. Excuse me, who did I say that about? You gonna leave that out?
You just said you trust Tua more.
Tell me. When I said, can we win a playoff game first, who did I say that about?
Matthew Stafford.
And no, I said that about Derek Carr. When we had a discussion about Matthew Stafford, I talked about what a study was, and everybody knows this. I lamented you being in Detroit. It was football purgatory. You know it personally. It was horrible. The franchise was horrible back in the day, not now.
What does he say?
Is this
my God.
revisionist history?
What does he say about Lamar Jackson?
Yeah, can he win a playoff game?
No, he already won a playoff game.
Right, but you say Lamar in the playoffs.
Because he was struggling throwing the damn football, Dan.
StephenA.
He couldn't, years ago, he wasn't throwing, he was running. And we wanted to see him throw the football. That's what we wanted to see him throw the football. That's what we wanted to see. That's why we said that. Derek Carr, you're 9 years. You ain't win no one damn playoff game. That was Derek Carr. Matthew Stafford, we acknowledged he was a stud and that he was victimized by being in Detroit. And you know that's what the hell I said.
You are
listen,
full of baloney right now.
Please. I'm on national TV every weekday, brother. I ain't running. I know what I said. I know what I said.
You did not.
Please. I said you should have had that love affair that you had with him because you were emotional. That's what I said.
Okay,
That's what I said.
Time out.
Come on now.
We're calling a timeout. Here's what we'll do. We'll pull up the tapes. We'll revisit it at a later date.
I don't hold on.
Flashback.
No, I'm not trusting you and the producers to pull up a tape. I talk for 5 minutes and you pull up 15 seconds to try to attribute something to me. I don't trust y'all. No.
First of all, I don't pull up the tapes. So
right. Well, you just
not chopping it up.
That's not my role.
Did you not just say we'll pull up?
You know, I did learn to edit in college.
You're being wild on this topic.
Yeah,
you're being wild on it.
You're getting a little out of control.
I love the Tua love.
Yeah.
I love it.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.